Hello friends, today we will discuss about viscosity. Initially we will discuss about streamline flow and turbulent flow. Next we will discuss Bernoulli's equation. After that we will discuss about what is viscosity and all. Next we will discuss Poisson's equation and last we will discuss about Stokes law. Okay, so let's start. So first is streamline flow or laminar flow. So you can see a picture here. For example, you can think a fluid entering through the area C1 and coming out through the area C2. As here I mentioned, there are 3 points A, B, and C, and I denoting the velocity of 3 points are V1, V2, V3 respectively. And there is another picture, and this is very simple picture. So, if the velocity of the fluid at any point, for example point A or point B or point C, in the flow remains unchanged with time, then it is called a streamline flow or laminar flow. For example, if a particle passing through point A, so it should have the velocity v1. Similarly, for at B, its velocity will be v2, and for C, it is v3. So whatever particle is coming or passing through point A, B, C will have the velocity v1, v2, and v3 respectively. Then this flow is called streamline flow or laminar flow. If not, for example, in that picture, this is not the same as streamline flow. Here, the velocity of the fluid at any point are not same with time. So they are changing with time. So this type of flow is called turbulent motion. Now next is Bernoulli's equation. What is Bernoulli's equation? It is nothing but a statement of conservation of energy. So it states that for steady state flow of an ideal fluid in a gravitational field, the sum of gravity head, dynamic head, and pressure head is a constant. So what are the gravity head, dynamic head, and pressure head? So they are following. Here gravity head is h, that means the height, and velocity head is v square divided by 2g. Pressure head is p by rho into g. So according to the Bernoulli's equation, the sum of total head is a constant. That means h plus v square by 2g plus p by rho g equal to constant. So this is the Bernoulli's equation. Next is viscosity. So it is a property of a fluid. So it tries to oppose a relative motion of its layer. For example, you can see the picture here. This arrow, the length of the arrow is denoting the magnitude of the velocity. So you can see when the layers are going upwards, that means that the layer which just touch with the surface of the object is the lowest velocity magnitude, and initially it is increasing with the top sides. That means it is trying to oppose the relative motions of two consecutive layers. So in the another picture you can see it is more clearly that there are two kinds of fluid. The left side is a spreading more than the right side fluid. So that means left side fluid is less viscous than the right side fluid. Conversely, you can say right side fluid is more viscous than the left side fluid. So according to Newton, the tangential force of internal friction due to viscosity across area A is given by F equal to eta A dV by dz. So here eta is the coefficient of viscosity and dV dz is the velocity gradient between two consecutive layers, and the unit of eta is, or the coefficient of viscosity is, poise. And you can also calculate the dimension of eta by writing eta equal to F divided by A into dz dV. So you can calculate the dimension of eta as well. Next is Poisson's equation. So this equation states that the volume of the liquid flowing out per second for streamline flow of an incompressible fluid through a capillary tube is given by V equal to pi p r to the power 4 divided by 8 eta into L. Here that V is the volume of the liquid flowing out per second. Remember, this is per second. And P is the pressure difference at the end of the tube. Obviously, it's a capillary tube. And R is the radius of the capillary tube. Eta is the coefficient of viscosity and L is the length of the tube. Next is Stokes law. So this Stokes law is stating about the viscous drag when a particle moving through a fluid. So for example, you can see the picture here. There is a red sphere which is moving through a fluid. So because of its gravity, due to gravity, there is a downward force, that is the Fg, and there is another force, that is Fd. So this is coming due to viscosity. If you see the picture more carefully, you can see the layers which are touching with the sphere, they are trying to oppose its motion towards down. That means this layer are trying to oppose its motion. So this Fd is the viscous drag, which is the opposite of Fg. So this Fd is due to the viscosity. And this Stokes law statement is, if a sphere moves with uniform velocity through a homogeneous continuous fluid of infinite extent, then the viscous retarding force Fd is given by Fd equal to 6 pi eta r into V. Here 6 pi is a constant, eta is the coefficient of viscosity, r is the radius of the sphere, and V is the volume, V is the velocity that the sphere is moving. Now we are coming to the terminal velocity. So what is the terminal velocity? So as you can see in the past picture, there are two kinds of force. Fd, that is due to viscosity, that we are calling retarding force or viscous drag, and another one, the force of gravity, that is because of the mass of the sphere. So if two forces are equal at equilibrium, then what will be the velocity? So the velocity will be either zero or it's a constant, because of the sphere is in a, because the sphere is moving, that means it's not equal to zero, the velocity will become a constant. So this velocity is called terminal velocity. So let is equal to the two forces Fd and Fg. So they are opposite, and at equilibrium this force will become equal. So if we calculate, then the terminal velocity or v or vt will become 2 by 9 r square g divided by eta rho minus sigma into g, and the coefficient of viscosity or eta will become 2 by 9 r square g divided by vt in bracket rho minus sigma into g. Here rho is the density of the sphere and sigma is the density of the fluid. So thank you for watching. So if you like and enjoy the video, please subscribe our channel. Thank you.